PSA, there's a difference between being lazy and being exhausted AF because you're constantly living in survival mode. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, please make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button. Give the bell a few kisses so you're not missing any of this content designed to help you with your mental health or help you help someone else. Today I'm going to be reacting to The Devil and I by Slipknot. This is a request from Daniel Soha over on Instagram. Every month I choose one Instagram follower who messages me with a song request to do that request here on the channel. So if you're not on my Patreon where you get priority song requests along with a lot of other perks and every single dime goes toward my mental health outreach, you can follow me on Instagram at mentalamanda and message me with your song request. Every month I will be choosing one person. Today I'm going back to Slipknot, so let's see what we got. I feel like it's such a grab bag with Slipknot that it might be super rad and it might be really mellow, so I have no idea what I'm getting into, but we're about to find out.
These chains, my friend. I'll show you the rage I've hidden. Perish the sacrament. Swallow, but nothing's forgiven. You and I can't decide which of us was taken for granted.
Oh my god, just those transitions never fail to to kill me. It's crazy to me how there can be something so gentle to then transition into something so aggressive that the opening lines here, "Can you feel us out there, Mexico? Undo these chains, my friend." I think that's suggesting a desire to break free from these emotional constraints that we find ourselves in when we're struggling with our mental health. And it reflects on that feeling of being trapped in a cycle, or as I like to say, hell loop, of negativity or distress. And that's a big anxiety trigger. It really exacerbates anxiety when you get stuck in that cycle. But if you struggle with this, I just want to validate you, because we as humans are actually wired to have an inherent negativity bias. So we actually gravitate more toward the negative narration of something than the positive. It's human nature, and that's why it can be difficult, but we have to make a conscious effort to break it. It takes conscious effort to break that. It takes practice, but the mental health benefits are so worth it. These saying, "I'll show you rage," what was it? I'll show you rage I've hidden, is saying, in my opinion, that all of those repressed emotions are about to come out. So all that stuff that you've been pushing down is about to come out. And let me tell you, when you repress things, they don't come out gently, they erupt. Kind of like the song, just that eruption where it's gentle, gentle, gentle.
Something is tempting the Father. Where is your will, my friend? Insatiates never even bother. You and I on the right, traded a lot for the leverage. In between the lambs and lights, you're not what you seem. Step inside, see the devil at night. Too many times we've lived down to this. See the devil at night. You realize I'm not your devil. I'm not your devil anymore. Your station is abandoned. Fooled you 'cause I know what you've done. Sensation, deprivation. Should've burned when you turned on everyone.
It was just building and building. My anxiety was heightening and heightening there. I understand every time I watch a Slipknot. Well, actually, no, there was one that wasn't too intense. But the last time I watched a Slipknot, I feel like I'm reminded why I avoided them. So for everyone out there that's going, how did you never hear this song if it happened to be really, really popular? Because this kind of stuff creeped me out when I was a teenager. Now I lean into the more macabre, I lean into the darker things. But when I was a teenager, when I was younger, this sort of thing really freaked me out and would trigger anxiety and nightmares. I was a little bit of a weenie, which is funny because I grew up watching a lot of true crime stuff, so I don't know how I became such a weenie about it. But when he's saying, "Where's your will, my friend?" I think that that is showcasing this challenge of self-discipline, like with self-discipline against temptation. And this could be turning to vices or it could be societal pressure, you know? Either way, I think that there is a disappointment in not being able to resist giving in despite a moral dilemma, despite knowing better, right? And there was a part that was saying in between lens and light, you're not what you seem, I think is what it said. I'm sorry if I'm not getting the lyrics exact. I don't have to look every time. But I think that hints at the idea that people can deceive us, but also our devils inside, our shadows. I think that they can also deceive us because they don't innately have this power that we assign to them. They aren't as scary as they seem, kind of like the band. You know, they're not as scary as they seem. There's a beautiful message here. There's a lot of talent here, and I was avoiding it because I was scared. I was avoiding leaning into it when I was younger because I was scared, and it's kind of like that with our shadows. We're afraid to face them. We're afraid to look at them because they might not be pretty on the outside. There might be this weird pinhead thing going on, or this sewn up brain thing going. I don't even know. Do these masks change every time? Because I feel like they're different each time. Or maybe I'm just nuts, but I'm pretty sure they change every time. I haven't seen a whole lot of Slipknot videos. But I think that that's kind of a really beautiful message there. And obviously that probably wasn't their intention, but I like that little double meaning there.
So step inside, see the devil in night. Too many times we've lived, come tell them. Step inside, see the devil in night. I know you found your answers in the end. Step inside, see the devil in night. You realize I'm not your devil.
I don't want to watch that part. 2014, I guess I am a little behind the the crowd here, as is usually the case. I'm sorry I didn't want to watch that last scene. I don't really like scenes depicting hanging and things like that, and that seemed to be where it was going. But so the declaration, "I'm not your devil anymore," that is being repeated, I think that that signifies a sense of empowerment and liberation from external and internal control or manipulation. I think it suggests a reclaiming of autonomy and agency, and it's saying, I'm not going to be the bad guy anymore. You can't vilify me anymore because I've already seen it. I've already been there. I already know that path. I've already been framed as the bad guy. I've done bad things. I own that, but I'm not going to be that anymore. I think the repeated refrain of step inside, see the devil and I, the devil and I, the name of the song, I think it's a call really to embrace authenticity and to be who we are and feel what we feel and know that the people who matter will still be there. So those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. I always really liked that quote. We're complex beings. We have dark impulses and dark thoughts and dark parts of ourselves, and it's about finding balance. And I actually think the band in general kind of personifies that. It's a balance between that light and that dark, between the beauty and the frightening, right? There's a balance there, and we have to find a way to become friends with our devil, to become friends with our shadow, or else they'll keep destroying us like this. They'll keep taking us out one way or another. And I think finding that balance, figuring out how to make friends with them, how to channel them, is how we find peace. So that can look like a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But when I completely tried to push away from this sort of thing, I feel like I was missing out on deeper messages. And when, like I was saying, when we push away from our shadow, when we push away from that devil and I, it's trying to deny a part of ourselves as opposed to figuring out, okay, what's the best way that I can manage this part of myself? What's the best way that I can allow this part of myself to have the spotlight sometimes without it being destructive? But I always forget how much I like them because I don't listen to Slipknot in my own time. I have listened to the couple of songs that I've done here on the channel. I've listened to those, but I don't listen to them in my own time, so I always kind of forget that delicate balance, and I always forget the power in the solos and stuff, the guitar solos and stuff. So I really enjoyed getting back into that. So thank you very much for getting me back down the Slipknot rabbit hole. I always fall back down the rabbit holes, guys. Always. I'm always going to end up going back to a lot of the artists that I came to like through the channel. And I like sharing my first time experiences with you guys. So I don't go off and explore a lot of music on my own unless it's something that I really just am into. Even then, nope, because I share the new and sick reactions here on the channel too. That's my jive. But thank you so much. As always, make sure you're sharing your stories here in the comments, good, bad, and crazy. That is how we shatter the mental health stigma, is by talking about it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it. You never know who might need to see it. And I love you guys so, so, so much. Mwah.